Oh my goodness.
Well,
oh my goodness.
I think first of all, to describe basketball in general, we
oh, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
From the second year on to now. Every year we've said it, and we said it again this year. We're getting too old for it.
Especially this year, there were too many close games this year. Oh my goodness!
I said to Coach Hewitt, I said, it's okay to put somebody away with 3 minutes to go, so I can at least start the last 3 minutes.
So I can breathe.
But that one, this truth on that one is, here we are with Ryan Pearson's taking the ball out. Mm-hmm. There's 3 seconds to go. We're sitting where we're, on the edge. I've already crossed it off as marked it as a defeat. I wasn't watching. I don't know what I was doing. We were sitting right next to the TV guys, and now it's a blur. But all of a sudden, I look up at the backboard and I see the light it's a red light, and I see a ball at the same time. and I'm struggling with, what is that?
What's going on?
What's going on here? At which point in time I look down, right in front of us is where Sherrod Wright is on the ground and the players are piling on. Right next to us, there's a gap between the 2 tables. The table we're sitting on and the table where the TV guys are sitting, and I decide I'm going out there. And I'm not going to jump in the pile, but it was right there. So I went out, at which point in time, Kathy McKay from McKay Chevrolet, who provides the T-shirts for the throwing into the stands, she comes out, and she figures if he can go out there, I can go out there.
It was beautiful. I have to say, I saw the shot.
Yeah,
I mean, he was standing right where you were sitting with the camera, and I'm sitting here, and our son is sitting next to us, and then Alan's over there, and Eric and I see the ball go, and we see the ball in the air, and the buzzer going off, the zero going down to 0, 0, 0, and the buzzer goes off, and it goes in best, and I just went, oh my God, oh my God. Everybody runs going, oh my God. And everybody's screaming, but of course, because it's such a buzzer beater, they have to check the tape. And I looked, and Alan, of course, finally realized what's going on. And there was no doubt in my mind, or Eric's mind, that it was good because we saw it. We saw the ball in the air, which is all it has to be. And of course, the crowd is being jubilant, but not so crazy because we are still not sure. And then the video, the guys look at the video and they say, yes, it's a 1. So then the place just went nuts. And then later on, we saw the tape, the news with Sherrod being interviewed, where everybody said, "That's the shot you dream about your whole life," and it was so fabulous.
The George Mason story is a collection of doing the important things the right way. In athletic, you got to have the right balance between athletics and academics. You have to have the right balance between doing the right things on campus and the right things off campus, and you got to be strong in the arts, the visual performing arts, and the other activities. You got to be strong in the engineering activities, and it's the balance of it all. And I think what we get the most out of is not any specific thing. It's the collection. I always viewed, if I look at 16 years, we were painting a picture, and that picture includes lots of buildings that didn't exist before. It includes programs that didn't exist before. And sometimes when we would be painting that picture, something didn't make sense. It's when we painted things around it when it made sense. So we'd create a building, and what are you guys going to do with that? And we create an academic program, yeah, but how does that fit into everything else? And what we had was sort of the vision to say, this is all got to happen. You can't leave the important things, but you got to have strong relationships with the faculty, with the students, with the alumni, with the community. It's the whole thing. And it makes for long days, short nights sometimes. Yeah. But it's when people in university settings sort of try to simplify it all. You can't simplify it. It's when you got 30 4,000 students and 7,000 employees and 150,000 alumni, and you live in the greater Washington area where, you know, the president could show up, the president of the United States could show up as this guy has, where ambassadors, members of Congress, last week, you know, with no notice. I mean, my first September here came in July, and it was 5 o'clock. I remember it was 5 o'clock on a Friday, and Congressman Davis, Tom Davis, who was Congressman now, actually teaches for us in public administration. Tom calls and says, I've been thinking of bringing Senator Kay Bailey Hutchison from Texas, who was running for re-election, and John Warner, who was running for re-election, and Tom, who was running for re-election. So I've been thinking of bringing Senator Hutchison and Senator Warner and myself to campus to be with a group of students sometime. And I said, gee, Tom, that's a great idea. I said to him, when were you thinking about doing that? And he said, Monday at 9. I said, you don't mean the Monday that's about to occur, do you? And he said, if it was another Monday, I'd be calling on another Friday. It was kind of like, you got to get used to this. You know, this is being in the greater Washington area. You know, someone wants to meet with a group of students. They finds out on a Friday afternoon. They look at their calendar and they say, gee, we got time Monday at 9. Let's. Tom, you call Dr. Mertens and you get it scheduled. Well, we had 50 students who we pulled together. And it was for me, it was the beginning of this realization that you're not in control, but if you're doing it right, you're not in control. Stuff happens.
And you better be prepared.
You better be prepared
when it happens. Yeah.
I mean, we could have ambassadors on campus today, as far as I know. Now all of a sudden, over the years, we found that faculty and the deans make things happen that sometimes they don't bother telling me. And that's okay. But if you did that same thing and you were in Iowa or in Colorado, you'd get 6 weeks notice. I mean, it's here God, it's a whole day notice.
48 hours.
48 hours, yeah. I mean, it's like, gee, we do all that time.